Okay, hello. Let's get this show on the road. We're going to be skipping out on Persona today because I got a late start. You can blame um Solaire Fan 01 for that. We're just going to be playing some Elden Ring today until about 6:45, 7 o'clock, which, is a fair amount of time. It's a short stream for me because typically I like to go for like 6-ish hours, but we make do. We make do. Why don't you have your Twitter on screen? Because I don't have a Twitter. Also, that TikTok icon is awful. Makes you feel like there's something wrong with your eyes. Yeah, I totally understand that because it's like trippy as all hell. It's got that one effect where like two colors shift in different directions. It's very strange. Okay, last thing we did was we cleared out some new areas on the map. We spent a lot of time up here in this area here, and on the very, very outskirts of Lanedell. Now we're in a cave. And apparently we can't leave the cave until we're done with it, so that's what we're going to be doing. Trying to think if there's anything I need to preface before we go. Millicent's over here. I don't remember Millicent being over there. Maybe we'll have to check up on her in a bit. And get rid of Crohn's over here, and then so is whom? A merchant. Okay. Pretty sure we bought everything off that merchant. So, let's just get right into it. Oh, and right. The most important thing from last time is that I got this goat, Ash. And I can do this now. Seemingly indefinitely. So long as I have the FP. Which, that's pretty great. Okay. We're already in the cave, so let's get rid of the marker and let's fucking crush this place. Let's crush this place and hope that maybe... Oh, we're going the wrong direction. Hope that maybe there is not another repeat boss in here. Last session was a pretty good session of Elden Ring, Is it supposed to be a copy and paste emote? What is that? It looks like a fax machine spewing out some sort of goop. I don't know what the hell that is. Copy pasta. Oh, it's pasta. Oh. That's pretty funny. I like that. But yeah, we fought a lot of repeat bosses last time. And kind of a trend in the last couple of streams. One of them I didn't mind. It was, Godric, although they called him Godfroy or Godfroy. Right, but it was literally just Godric's phase 1 again. I don't mind it so much because that's a fight I liked. We did fight another Falling Star Beast and yet another terrible arena. Not as bad as the really big one, but still quite awful. We fought a giant troll as a boss, but it had a special gimmick, so I don't really count that one as a repeat. Because at least it had something totally fresh and new to show me. We fought another Black Knight assassin, I believe. Or, well, we fought, I say. The rats fought a Black Knight assassin. I was just there to assist. copy paste of story bosses might be the thing that set you off the most in that particular regard. Yeah, I think Cryo and Hal mentioned that those are the bosses that were copy pasted that they did not like. But to me, those are clearly the bosses that have the most going on, so I didn't mind. Also, hi Hal. Nice to see you peeled yourself away from PoE to be here. Build for is awful. See, I didn't mind him because I liked fighting Ricky. How the fuck do I not fall to my death here? Oh, do I have to fall onto this? Is it Godfroy or is it Godfroy with just an E in the middle for some reason? You know what would be a better way to have repeatable story bosses? Dark Souls 2 bonfire aesthetics? God-Froy? Nope, I'm not saying that. That sounds stupid. We're just gonna say Godfroy. I didn't love the bonfire aesthetic system in Dark Souls 2. So, I'm gonna have to disagree. I think a better way to do it is the way something like DMC does it, which is just like, this is this boss again, except harder and with more moves. Right, and more phases. Right, because when you fight Virgil the first time in DMC 3, you're like, holy shit, that was a cool fight. And when you fight him a second time, you're like, holy shit, it's even cooler this time. Right? Same thing with like the repeat bosses in Bayonetta, right? You fight, what the fuck is that character's name? You fight Jean the first time, you're like, okay, she's cool. And then you fight her the second time, you're like, okay, she's got new stuff. Whereas this was the opposite. I fought Godric, and then I fought Godfroy, and Godfroy was just Godric, but worse. Hello, hi JJ the God 34. How are you today? Hope you're having a wonderful day. My day is only really just starting, because I have lost all sense of normalcy in my life. But hey, Elden Ring, that's a fun video game. Yeah, but you're not going to compare a shit series like Souls to DMC. That would set your expectations way too fucking high. Souls isn't shit, but yes, comparing it to DMC is a bit unfair. I'm just saying that's kind of the comparison I would make when it comes to repeat bosses that are actually really good. If you want to repeat bosses, I think you should make it so that... Wait, how the hell am I supposed to get down there? Just drop, I guess? I don't want to drop. I want to go back up that ladder. Just beating up all the dogs in Elden Ring. The giant dogs in Caelid. Oh, the little, Scrappy-Doo type guys. I do not like those guys. Those enemies were annoying. And they remind me of Scrappy-Doo, which is not a good thing. Speaking of annoying enemies. Oh. I'm gonna try not to harp on about the repeat bosses in this game, this session, right? If it happens, I'll point it out, but then I'll try not to linger on it. Oh, okay, he went right for the grab again. Including the birds. Oh, those birds are awful. Those birds are actually the worst enemy in the game so far. It's gonna spin around a bunch. The birds and Kaled are easily my least favorite enemy, maybe in the entire series. They're just hard to fight. Just hard to fight, and there's really nothing interesting about them. Godhand does refights like DMC does. It's kind of a staple of the genre that DMC and Godhand and like Bayonetta are from, right? I have to break this thing somehow. Oh, I probably could have used that big guy to break it. Can't imagine this will break it. No. I should have had that big guy swing on this, but it's fine. I'll just come back and do it. Yeah, Bayonetta does refights. DMC does refights. Like every DMC does refights. You said Godhand does it. I think... What's another character action that does refights like that? Metal Gear Rising doesn't. Unless you count the Metal Gear Ray, which I think you fight twice. But that's... It's not the same. It's not the same sort of refight. I mean, it's just kind of a copy and paste. What is the name of that game I'm thinking of? It's got like a very black and white noir style to it. I own it on Steam. Killer is Dead. Yeah, Killer is Dead does refights as well. And that same style of like... This is the same boss, but he's got more moves. Birds and dogs are super annoying and have a tendency to clip out of bounds. Yeah, that's the worst part about the birds. They were constantly fighting at a spot where I couldn't swing back on them, but they could hit me just fine. And if I did manage to get the crit on them, getting the repost was basically impossible. Smithing Stone 5, that's perfect. I need a bunch of those right now. Oh shit, Rat's here too, and Cryo. Hello, Rat. Hello, Cryo. I must say, I am quite looking forward to our adventures in Final Fantasy later. You need Smithing Stone 1s? Dude, I had a long stretch where I needed a bunch of Smithing Stone 1s, but I could not get them. So I understand your pain. The dogs are pretty easy, but the birds are awful, yeah. I just don't like the dog's design, and they flail around a bunch, which can be annoying to fight, right? You have to be patient with them. Whereas with the birds, it's just annoying. Is this a fake wall? Yes, it is. I guess I should grab these stone fragments since they can be turned into... They can be used to make these things, right? Warming stones. Oh, I should be using this. I should be eating these feet at every chance I get. Hopefully we can beat Shinryu before we have to go see a movie. Yeah, we got it. We've got Shinryu unlock, okay? The DPS is good. Our tanking is good. We just need to, like, get a clean run going and we'll have it done. It's not like with Thordan or Nidhogg where it was just like, man, that was a struggle every time. Right? With Shinryu, we're pretty close to just beating it. And I don't think Phase 2 is going to be a huge issue, honestly. This has got to be a fake wall right here, yeah? No? That definitely looks like a fake wall. And there was nothing back here, right? We barely know anything about Phase 2. We are fudged. No, we're fine. We're gonna be fine. Phase 2 is mostly about, as far as I know, mostly about avoiding a few specific mechanics and getting the DPS out as fast as you can. Which we're good at. Okay, for sure a boss in here, yeah. Onyx Lord. Oh, it's one of you. Yeah, it's got the gravity well thing. Oh, nope, what the hell is that? Okay, the other one had the gravity well thing. This guy's got meteors. You think it's home free after the ad phase? I think so too. We just have to actually live through the ad phase, which has been the issue. I think at most we have had 2 people live through ad phase so far. Come on, do something. You're supposed to be a lord. Come on, do something. Okay. Pretty easy. But, you know, I'm not gonna complain about an easy one because I'd rather an easy one than a frustrating one. Okay, we also got his greatsword, so let's go ahead and look at that. Where in the hell is this it? No. Am I crazy? Where the hell are the greatswords? Chat, am I blind? Oh, right there. Right there. Okay. Onyx Lord's Greatsword. Greatsword forged from golden-hued meteoric ore. The blade conceals gravity-manipulating magic. A weapon unique to the Onyx Lords, a race of ancients with skin of stone who were said to have risen to life when a meteor struck long ago. Unique skill, Onyx Lord's Repulsion. Thrust the armament into the ground to create a gravity well. In addition to dealing damage, this attack sends enemies flying away. What are the stats for it? I need 16 int, which means I can't wield it, because unfortunately we are a dummy. It's a cool looking sword. Got a nice curve to it. Kind of looks like a very large scimitar. Kind of feels like a very large scimitar with the R1s. What was the name of the thing? Onyx Lord's Greatsword, or the skill, Onyx Lord's Repulsion? I'm not gonna lie, I like the way that feels. But we're too dumb to wield it. And we're going to remain too dumb to wield it for probably the entire rest of the playthrough. Sure, Miku's a pretty girl, but she's dumb as bricks. Curved greatswords are sick. Yeah, I think we talked about that last playthrough. Last stream. Curved greatswords are nice. They're fun, and Nito's Gravelord Nito's greatsword in Dark Souls 1 was fantastic. Divine Tower of West Altus, which is going to be locked, right? Yep. Okay. So clearly I need something to get into there, and clearly it's important. I mean, it's a big-ass door. You've never used a curved greatsword? Well, I think the two of you should definitely use a curved greatsword at some point. They are fun. They're too curvy. No, they're just curvy enough. Just curvy enough. Especially Gravelord Nito's. Okay, well. Let's go back up, I guess. Oh, go back up and then come back down for a moment because I need to get that big guy to swing on the statue with an item in it. Okay, rest here to get the enemies to respawn. Come here, my friend. Okay, we're one-shotting those little dudes from behind, so that's nice. You know, I've seen a lot of people recently use the term backshots for stuff like that, and I am not a fan. Not a fan of that terminology. I wish the internet could just be normal. What? Don't give me that look. I have seen a lot of people on the internet recently, instead of calling them backstabs or, you know, sneak attacks, they just say backshots instead. I don't get to decide how the internet speaks. Okay, my guy, come here. Come here. Oh, I need you to come over here. This thing here right here. Just smack it for me. Thank you. You can die now. The next generation of Souls players are weird. They are, it's true. Oh, you resist fire quite a lot. Oh, okay, he just kept going. I thought he would stop. Giving the little guy back shots would be a thing to say of all time. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go find one of those little guys, and I'll say that exact thing. Okay. Oh no, there's an elevator here first, but I can drop down. But I'm lazy. I'm gonna use the elevator. I'm a lazy American man. I don't like to work. Oh, you know, did I look down this elevator? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, nothing there. Okay. There should be a little guy around here somewhere that I can sneak up on. Or maybe not. If I aggro this guy and then kill him, the other guy over there should be a prime opportunity. Yes, yes, yes. Here, little guy, have a back shot. Oh, it didn't hit him in the back, it hit him in the front. Well, that's unfortunate. But hey, no one said my aim was perfect. Where is the other one? Gotta be, like, directly below me, right? Does that statue stay broken? It does stay broken. I don't have to fight this guy anymore. Give me the item, Spinning Stone 6. Thank you very much. Goodbye. You know, this is kind of a weird nitpick, but because you can teleport, right, at almost any time, I kind of miss Homeward Bones. Kind of miss the feeling of using a Homeward Bone. It's a lot less satisfying doing this, right? The feeling and the animation when you used a Homeward Bone in the previous games was just nice. Okay, I need about 60k for a level now, and we were working on Faith because we need to get 28 Faith. It might be a very long time before we have enough Faith to do what I want to do. Five more Dawn Trail relics left. You... I cannot believe we're gonna get every single Dawn Trail relic. That's crazy. It's madness. Oh, you actually clipped the backshots thing. Great. Wonderful. Amazing. Did we really need a clip of that? No, but we're gonna take it. You know what? Hell, I'll even post it in Blue Sky later. Oh, speaking of, I knew I fucking forgot something. Forgot to post that I was live on Blue Sky. Always something. Always forgetting something. Can't have a single stream where I don't forget something. I have a checklist in front of me, by the way. Right? Like, it's not like I've just gotta remember to do these things. I can just check them off a list. Listen, Zeal is just being a very good chatter, taking clips of things, because, you know, clips are good. Have I been up here? Yes, I have. Wait. Yes, Minor Archery Church. Where the fuck am I going? Is there anything over here? Let's see if there's anything over that way. Over yonder by the wall. Okay, there's really nothing over here. It was worth looking, though. Oh, you know what I should do? I should go, back to the round table hold real quick. And turn in that bell bearing. To see what new items I can buy. I imagine it's just more smithing stones. Okay, yeah, now I can go up to Somber Smithing Stone 4 and Smithing Stone 4. I can also buy Explosive Stone and Glintstone Scrap. That's interesting. Oh, these actually scale with your stats. Huh. I'm gonna buy one of these to see what they're like. Okay. Just like a little fire bomb. Oh, we also have one that's poison now. But it doesn't leave a puddle. Okay. It is time for me and my rats to take over the city. This has since stopped being a story of how Miku finds the recipe for boiled prawns and has just become a story about how Miku takes over the world with her rats. Her family of rats. Oh, right. I forgot about you. I still don't have the boiled prawn. No, I don't. If I had the boiled prawn, I'd be eating them at every opportunity. Never gonna find the prawns anyway. Yeah, basically at this point I feel like I probably missed it early on and like I have little to no shot of actually finding it. Okay, well this guy's more annoying. Extreme skill issue. Listen. I'm doing my best to scour the map, but when a map is this large, you're gonna miss stuff. Okay? We got a new axe to try. Gargoyles Great Axe. Bronze Great Axe wielded by valiant gargoyles. Just like the wielder, the missing parts have been mended with corpse wax. A patchwork of champions. Oh, it's not as big as I was expecting. But it is very heavy. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Ah, yes, indeed, I agree. Ah, ah. Ow, why are you upset? Oh, there's some fire slugs down there. I should kill them. Collect these butterflies. Oh, you were just trying to use the cat screaming emote. That's what you were doing. Okay, let's talk to this creepy old lady. Yes, you can see my fingers. Gosh.
The fingers I served once prophesied a tarnished would one day become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order.
I don't know about the whole restoring the Golden Order bit, but you know.
Surely you see it too. The gold that enshrouds the heavens. The great tree which begets the pillars of light. Oh, tarnished, hasten to the foot of the tree. And whatever you might face, the fingers will surely guide you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna listen to you anymore, old lady. I mean, I was never really listening to you before, but... Oh, you know what we should do? Where the fuck is she? We should go see... No, that's not it. We should go see if Ronnie's got anything to say to us. Oh, you know? She's probably sleeping by now, right? But, you know, let's check, just in case. And then we can talk to, E.G. or whatever his name is, the smith. Hey girl, still sleeping? Okay, I'm not gonna punch you this time. Not sure why she wants you to go to the foot of the tree when she's clearly into fingers. Well, maybe she's one of those people that likes really, really long toes that look like fingers, you know? My brother used to call those tingers. Toe fingers.
Greetings, my fellow. How can I help? You need not await Blythe. Descend underground alone, where the fallen star-struck Limgrave,
Yeah, I did that.
and make it yours. The precious treasure of Nokron, so
Pretty
that
sure I did
Lady
that already, yeah?
Rani may tread the dark path of the Empyrean.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I mean, if I look at my items, key items. Where the hell is key items? There's too many tabs in this. Well, I already went down there and killed bosses and stuff, so, like, I assume I have what you're talking about. Oh, I have another death root I can give to what's-his-face. Let's go do that. Let's feed Beastman Garunk. And maybe he won't attack us this time. Maybe. Here, buddy. Have a death root.
My thanks, tarnished.
Welcome.
Death, my sin, should not be touched by the hand of man. I shall grant thee my claws. Feed me more.
Sure thing. I mean, it's not like I got any other use for it. Stone of Garunk. Superior incantation taught by Garunk, the Beast Clergyman. Fills a boulder before the caster. This incantation can be repeatedly cast. Long ago, Garunk was a beast of such terrifying ferocity that his former name meant Death of the Demigods. Well, let's see if we can throw some boulders. We can. It only takes 13 faith. Hell yeah. And you know what? Since we're here, let me see if I can level up real quick. 3.8k. I don't think I have quite enough for a level up. Let's see if me and my rats can take this guy on. Go forth. Attack. Well, that's one down, but you know, oh, we got a riposte. That's 2 down, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's 4 down. But you know what? Oh, okay, we're not getting one shot anymore. That's good. Holy shit, I got 2 ripostes. Come here, bud. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Gargoyle's Black Blade, Gargoyle's Black Halberd. Hell yeah. Too bad animated emotes don't show up as animated on the screen. Yeah, so the reason for that is that I either had to choose a very, very, very limited number of things that could show up on screen that were animated, if, you know, or choose a wider selection of things but they don't show up as animated. So I went with a lot wider selection. Okay, we have only one thing to thank for that, and that's the rats. So God bless the rats. Little Anne, Timmy, Jerry, and what the hell did we call the other one? The little family of rats. They won me that fight. Their support, both physical and moral. And we got 2 levels because of them. And we're level 99 now. Which in a normal RPG would be the end. But in this, it's like, what, 2/3 of the way there as far as levels go? And hell, we also got some new equipment. So let's go look at that equipment. Gargoyle's Black Halberd, and then let's swap over to the next one, which was Gargoyle's Black Blade. Wherever your stats feel complete. Yeah, I know. I just mean like wherever I will naturally reach by the end of the game, right? I don't mean like what's meta or what's expected of you. I just mean what I will naturally reach by the end of the game. So, for example, when I did my first Dark Souls 1 playthrough, I reached 80 by the end of the game. And typically, if I go through on a replay through, it's like somewhere between 60 to 75 by the time I am done. Okay, Gargoyle's Black Blade. Bronze greatsword wielded by valiant gargoyles, mended with blackened corpse wax. Deals holy damage. Such is the mark of those who serve Malekith the Black Blade. Unique skill, Corpse Wax Cutter. Lost skill of Ancient Heroes. Lift the sword up high to release the power of Corpse Wax and launch it forwards as a blade-like projectile. That's a big slashy thing he did. It is honestly pretty neat. Pretty neat. The regular Corpse Wax looks kind of lame on the weapons, but the black Corpse Wax, hard to say that for some reason, looks really cool. I'm not a huge fan of those two-handed R1s. Oh, but the two-handed R2s are nice. Sweeps like that are... I'm always a fan of that. And then there's this, which I can't do because it requires 22 faith, which I... Oh, yeah, it requires 22 faith, which I don't have. Okay, and then the Gargoyle's Black Halberd. Bronze halberd wielded by the valiant gargoyles, mended with blackened corpse wax. Deals holy damage. Such is the mark of those who serve Malekith the Black Blade. Skill Spinning Slash. Which we've seen before, but you know. This one, not as cool as the sword. But it does have some nice back and forths on the one-handed R2. And it has some spinny moves on the two-handed R2. And then it has, you know, the regular spins. Has that skill. Oh, you know what? There's this bear here. We could try to kill this bear real quick. And by we, I mean me and the rats. Okay, my rat friends. Let's kill a bear. Holy shit, he's got a lot of HP. Ow. I can't see. I can't see. Oh, right, the bears have projectiles. Because of course they do. Don't use the rats, it'll be a massacre. Listen, that bear has too much HP for me to just swing at him alone. I need support. And I'll just bring them back to life later. Okay? If they help me do this. And you know what? Here, we'll do this. If they help me do this, they'll earn even more praise and upgrades later. Can I get to the head in time? No. Oh well. No! They were so close to living! How could you do this? They were 2 hits away from living. The poor little guys. And he didn't give me jack squat. 6k runes? Really? That's it? Okay. Well, I can explore this area now. Oh, there's a bunch of little critters in here. Sorry, critters, but, I need your bones. Okay, I got something. What was that? Bull Goat's Talisman. A talisman depicting the horns of a bull goat. Raises poise. Bull goats are associated with the stout and mighty Tragoth, who said to be unflinching in combat, now a silent comrade to those who fight. Okay. There was another path back there. Across the way. I do not know which way I came in. I came in that way, which means that there's a path this way as well. The cave filled with animals. Oh, fuck, I just died. Holy shit, I died to that. I'm gonna assume the bear comes back, which means I just need to run past the bear now. I've been humiliated. Humiliated. Just absolutely demolished. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to swap to the faster, smaller axe when it comes to fighting animals like that. Yeah, the bear comes back. Of course he does. But it's fine. We just ignore him. Oop. Somehow that didn't deal damage to me. Yeah, okay, much easier with a fast axe like this. A little hatchet instead of a big one. But, in this situation... Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me, bro. That's... Dogs suck. Every single one of these games has dogs that just suck to fight. Okay? They have, like, no startup to their moves. They lunge at you. And if you're fighting more than one of them, stuff like that can happen. FromSoft dogs are awful. They are. Truly, truly are. Before FromSoft, there was only one series with dogs regularly that I thought were just like the worst thing to fight. That was Resident Evil, right? But FromSoft dogs actually are much, much worse than Resident Evil. I would rather deal with dogs than Resident Evil. Come here, you. Here. Fucking awful. Awful little dudes. Oop. Keep scrolling right past my torch. I have to fight these guys again. But you know what? Dying means that the rats can come back. Come with me, little rats. Get up! Dude, that's crazy tracking. Okay, one down. One to go. Flame Drake Talisman +2. Oh. We're doing +2s now, huh? We don't do just +1s, we do +2s. Okay. You know what I think would feel maybe better than getting another drop that is just the same thing but upgraded? And I know this is essentially the same thing, but it would feel better, right? If, instead of getting another drop that is the same talisman but better, if you got a drop that allowed you to upgrade a talisman of your choice, that would be nice. Dark Souls 2 and 3 also had +2s. Did they? I only remember +1s in Dark Souls 2. But yeah, I think the psychology of it would be better. Okay, I can get rid of this mark now. How do I get rid of this marker? Like that. Cool. I think the mental effect on the player, i.e. me, would be better if it was, oh, you got an upgrade material and you can go upgrade these things instead of just getting them as a drop. Because guess what? I am never going to use Flame Strike Talisman +2. Never. But if I could decide to say upgrade my Claw Talisman to +1 or +2, that would be great. DS2 was the first one to have +2s. Dark Souls 3 had them in DLC only. Okay, I didn't do the DLCs for Dark Souls 3, so that would make sense why I never ran into them. Ever since DS2, they are so afraid of giving the offensive ones +2. Oh, right, because some of them were busted, right? What the hell is this? Did I go in here? I don't remember going in here. I mean, I must have. It says I've gone in here. Oh, no. Okay, that's what it is. Oh, thanks for the spoiler, dickhead game. That apparently is the West Tower. Divine West Tower of Altus. It's a shame because Dark Souls 3's second DLC had one of the best bosses in the whole series. How is that a spoiler? I didn't know what the hell this led to. But now seeing the name, I know that it's one of those big towers. From down below, you couldn't, like, clearly see what was going on. You know? Isn't it the Grace literally right next to it? Yes, except I didn't see the name of the Grace until I hovered over it on the thing. Right? Like, I sat at that, or I activated that Grace. It doesn't tell me the name of the Grace when I activate it. But then I go back on the map and I see, oh, it's that. Okay. A little bit of the mystery is ruined. I would have rather found out what that is, what it's called, when I, you know, open the door for the first time. Which I'm assuming is going to happen after I... Okay, bro. Get into range, please. Assuming it's going to happen after I beat the main boss of this upcoming area. I want to see what's up. I want to see what is up there. On that cliff over yonder. Race Mimic. I don't remember what those do. Or I know what they do, I just don't remember what they actually like are useful for, but let's go ahead and use one, just for the heck of it. We have a bunch of them. Seeing this place reminds you that FromSoft sucks, and they just patch every fun sequence break people find. I mean, they haven't patched every fun sequence break people have found in games. They've patched a few of them. I don't know which sequence break you're referring to here, though, because I know shit all about the sequence breaks in this game. My thoughts on patching things like sequence breaks is that, like, if someone could reasonably find it and it ruins their playthrough, right, like a normal person could reasonably find it and have it ruin their playthrough, then it should be patched. Otherwise, just leave it in.
Is someone there?
This guy's yellow
Customer?
and green.
Well, how long has it been?
Hey, you've got some rune arcs on you. You've got some perfume bottle, which I'm taking. Thank you very much. You have a note below the capital. Okay. Consort's trousers, prophet trousers, upper class robe, prophet robe, prophet blindfold, distinguished great shield. We're gonna go ahead and grab that. Another torch. I knew there was gonna be a fourth torch. I fucking knew it. Let's look at the torch first. Sentry's Torch. Torch given to protectors of the Erd Tree. Its flames are bestowed with a special incantation which allows the bearer to see assassins cloaked in veils. Furnished on behalf of the Erd Tree and the grace-given Lord, such that a Knight of Black Knives will never come again. Okay. This one has a special property of making those invisible dudes visible, I guess. It is heavier, though, so we're not going to equip it. And then we got a bunch of equipment. Prophet Blindfold. Blindfold of exiled prophets who foretold misfortune and were persecuted and driven from their homes as a result. Why hesitate if the path leading to the future is clear? Just close your eyes and walk. Upper class robe. Embroidered bright green robe worn by noble children. Donning such a robe is traditionally the child's first show of burgeoning independence. Get ugly. Prophet robe. Robe of exiled prophets who foretold misfortune. The shackles around the neck warn passerbys not to lend an ear to their sermons. Yep, that's pretty fucked up. Pretty fucked up. And then, were there gloves among these things? No, just pants. Consort's trousers. Fine white trousers perfectly suited for wearing beneath a silk robe. And then prophet trousers. Made from rough fabric that scrapes against the skin like a sharpening file. Oh, there's got a shackle on the foot there too. I wanted to see what those pants look like. Consort's trousers. Oh. They're kind of ugly. And I do not like the pattern on the foot. Okay, well, it was worthwhile coming up here. And now we go to this minor tree and fight another tree dude. That is a massive skull. Oh. It's got a snail inside of it. A snail made of bones. That is a lot of bone snails. Winged crystal tear, okay. I'll have to look at that in a moment. Love those freaky little things. Yeah, they seem pretty cool, design-wise. I don't really feel like fighting these skelly guys, so I'm just gonna ignore them. I'll kill this guy, because he has a cool animation of getting up. He deserves to die. Oh. Oh, there's two of them. Guess I'll kill them before I go deal with the minor urgery. Fuck me. And this one. Awesome. Am I gonna be close enough? No. He is just managing to miss this other dude's fucking feet. There we go. Golem's great arrows. Kind of just assumed these dudes used regular great arrows, but I guess that makes sense that they have their own. And let's look at those great arrows, because why not? Golem's great arrows. Great arrow of black stone crafted by a civilization now gone to ruin. Used by the guardian golem. This hefty arrow... Oh, there's another one. This hefty arrow is enrobed in tempestuous winds, allowing it to break enemy stances and guard with ease. Oh, this guy's legs are more guarded than the last one's. There we go. Please. Oh, yes I am. Never mind. Holy shit, that was a lot of damage. Almost 10k. Almost 10k in one post. That's absurd. Oh. He did not drop anything. Okay. Okay, to the minority tree. Which is apparently way up there, not down here by the beach. The map is just a little bit inaccurate. It's fine. Oh. I was expecting a big guy. I was gonna plan on not using my rats, but if it's a little guy, or a bunch of little guys... Yeah, my little rats are fucking them up. Hell yeah. Good job, little guys. Good job. Wiggy Cracked Tier, Crimson Crystal Tier. Man, crazy that I've already been going for like an hour and a half. Does not feel like I have been. It is very easy to lose track of time in this game. Okay. We're gonna try to go here before we go here. Yeah, so we need to go back down the path over here. Trying to explore all the stuff outside of Langdell before I go into Langdell. I'm trying to find a nice happy ground between like absolutely scouring areas and making progress, because I realized at the rate that I am going, streaming this twice a week, right? Total like 8-ish hours of this game a week. It will actually take me till December to beat this plus the DLC. Oh, sorry Turtle, but I need your ingredients. I'm so sorry. Oh, there's little guys too. Oh no, they're crabs. Okay, I was gonna say. I don't mind killing crabs. But I would have felt a little bit guilty if they were like little turtles. But yeah, if I keep going at the pace that I'm going, I'm gonna be playing this for a very long time. Can't believe he killed the dog. It's true, I did. Bear there. Kind of just standing there, existing, you know? So yeah, anyway, I'm trying to find a middle ground between playing it the way I would play it if it was off stream and playing it like a stream game where I'm trying to make progress each time. So I'm not gonna purposely like ignore something. But I'm maybe... Oh, I needed the bears to destroy this, didn't I? I am not going to, you know, check every single nook and cranny, right? This path leads somewhere, so I guess I'll go check that out, see if there's anything over there. Right? But typically, I would be like, oh, fucking another rude bear. There's in fact something over here. Typically, I would be like checking every corner and looking down like this on every cliff. But I'd also typically, in my off time, just be spending days and days and days non-stop playing it. Okay. Disgrace is discovered, which means I can go kill that bear without having to worry about it. Why am I still wearing those rags? I like these rags. And that dumb hat? This hat is not dumb. How dare you? These horns are amazing. Nope. Please don't dash at me while I'm... Thank you. This is the hat of first playthroughers? Exactly. I'm carrying on a tradition. To understand how I was using the hat as an offensive tool? No, it's just fashion, come on. I did stab that one lady with it though, that one time. And that reminds me, I need to fucking... I keep forgetting that I have this. I need to attack things with this. I wonder how that jar guy feels about me killing all these little jar dudes. You know? Does he have particularly strong emotions about me killing his little brethren, or are they, like, unrelated? Or does he not care? Oh, fuck off. Of course it did. Of course it did. Oh! But it just teleported me within the same place? I'm okay with that. If it's just teleporting me within the same dungeon, then I'm a-okay with that. I just didn't want it to teleport me away to a totally different area, or right as I'm on the outside of Lindell. An area that the game teased much earlier. And that I was kind of looking forward to going through. Okay, but yeah, but this seems to be the room. Oh, maybe not. Thought there would be a window up there. I thought this would be the room that was, Oh, the window's up there. Okay, it is. That was shown earlier through the window. This better not tell us. It teleports me. Of course it does. Oh, and now I'm on the other side of this wall. Or this wall, this enclosure. Shoot can spin. Yeah. Not just me that can spin, Mr. Jarman. Although you do a much better job of it. Mine is still plenty effective. Okay, let's see. Got a crackpot, hell yeah. Got Perfumer's Cookbook 3, hell yeah. And another crackpot. I'd say that we're doing well. Can I open this from this side? No. Premier's Cookbook 3. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following. Iron Jar Aromatic. Let's look at that. Item crafting. Iron Jar Aromatic. Uses FP to temporarily turn wielder's body to steel. Okay. We're still gonna go with the uplifting aromatics for the time being because they're incredibly useful. Oh, but I can only make 4 of those, and I have 5 perfume bottles, so... Okay, the later parts of this game are giving me a lot more... Oh shit, those dudes are gonna explode. Giving me a lot more illusory walls to find. This is gonna be a trap. Still waiting for... Still waiting for the game to have a mimic in it. It will happen. I swear it will. I assume this one just takes me back to that spot over there. Yeah, looks like it. You have to check, though. You have to check. Okay. Oh, that respawned enemies. I mean, I guess it would. You are being teleported somewhere. Okay, I thought that might be. This is back at the beginning. Oops. Didn't mean to fall. Oh well. Oh. Fucking hell, the blending attacks have been messing me up today. Okay. No, that's not fake either. I'm still looking for a switch down here, right? I think I am still looking for a switch. Although I don't recall seeing a door. I don't recall seeing a door with a mechanism in it. So maybe there isn't a boss down here. It would be a first, I think, for one of these caves not to have one of these little dungeons not to have a boss in it. But there was also a minor Erdtree here without a boss, so. Okay, a bunch of ritual pots. I'm okay with that. Big pot fan, are you? Yeah, huge pot fan. I love me some pots. Cracked pots, especially, you know? Doesn't everybody love cracked pots? Will that fall kill me? Yeah, probably, right? Hard to judge the distance, but... Oh, no, it wouldn't have killed me. I would have been fine. What if you love crack from pots? Yeah, I'm not sure about that one there, Chief. Maybe this doesn't take me back where I thought it does. Maybe this is, in fact, actually a different spot. It's not. Streamer is so lost, it's true. I'm pretty lost here. Oh, there's a ladder here. And more stuff because this is a different area. What? More crackpots? Chat, what the hell is going on? I thought these chests were acting as like just doorways, you know, teleporting you back and forth between each other, but it doesn't seem like they are. So I may in fact be a little bit lost. It's doing that thing where it's sending me to identical areas, but they're not actually the same area. Okay, look, there's the switch. Yippee. The question is, I don't remember seeing a door, so where the fuck is the door? Where is this dungeon? This dungeon is right here. That's Lanedell, right? Capital. This is if you go under the bridge and around the path over here. Okay, so I have already been here. This is the start. Okay, there was in fact a door. I just misremembered. Okay, cool. Get the shit on the road. Brave Warden Duelist. Oh, okay, we fought one of these dudes before. This one has ads. Ads that seemingly do damage when they die. Sold jars of fortune ashes. You'll feed the rats to a bear, but won't summon them for an easy fight. Yeah. Exactly. Look, the rats need to get stronger, they need experience. This guy would have been a waste of their time. Okay, I'm gonna leave them be. Let them rest up. I'll call upon them when they are required. Okay. Let's take a quick peek at soul jars of fortune ashes. These reckless spirits sacrifice themselves to vanquish their summoner's foes and explode upon death. Though their bravery is admirable, their explosions can harm friend as well as foe, and they will also immediately explode upon contact with fire. Tell the others, tell them how brightly a fire jar burns. Well, that is very sad. You summon 3 little dudes, and they just explode on contact. Okay, distract the bear. Wow, you did nothing. Oh, but I need the bear to come over here. Thank you. Could you... Wait. Ah, I didn't grab the item. Grab the item this time, shrink me dude. Thank you. I think that's that'll be useful. Could you... Stupid bear can't fit through the door. This one's spinning? I feel like it's spinning. It's definitely spinning. Okay, two like catacomb dungeons right next to each other. Not sure how I feel about that. Maybe this won't be less confusing. I did like that last dungeon. It's cool. It seemed like it's hard to keep track of where exactly you are, but I kind of like that sort of thing. That is not what I meant to do. That is what I meant to do. Just kind of crossed some wires in my head there. Golden Epitaph. A sword made to commemorate the death of Godwyn the Golden, first of the demigods to die, and fused with the humble prayer of a young boy. Oh brother, Lord brother, please die a true death. Unique skill, Last Rites. Raise the epitaph to grant the effect of sacred order to yourself and allies in the vicinity, particularly effective at laying to rest those who live in death. Okay. A very, very small, very ornate sword. Huh. Okay, I like that it has a staff as its one-handed R2. That is pretty neat. I like the look of that effect when you do it with this sword. Cool. Oh, is it going to be another one of these? Oh, it did say Hero's Grave, didn't it? They've all been like this. Oh. Oh, they just died automatically because I've got this buff on me, didn't they? Oh. Well, guess I'm going down here instead. You know what this calls for? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. I haven't used this little hip planting thing in a very long time because I've just been wielding a torch since the start. Have I ever mentioned how much I hate frogs? Just hate them. Frogs, toads, any sort of little amphibian type thing. I'm not a fan. There's a little one. There's a little one. What about froggy notes? I don't mind Pepe or anything like that, you know. No sort of key, okay, cool. Appreciate that. Oh, the little one goes down a side path, huh? They're covering ground is what they're doing. Which means... Oh, they're both little. I didn't even realize that. Oh, fuck me. Time to play the little mini game of like skipping between the two of them, back and forth. Dude. Guess I'm paying for my impatience here. I should just wait where it's absolutely safe and don't go until they're absolutely gone. But it's not my fault that they clip through the wall. Oh, fuck. Well, ain't that some shit. Okay, so the boss is there. I need to fall down here. This feels precarious as all hell. Getting some Dark Souls 1 flashbacks. Oh, there's stuff over there and there's stuff here. Well, I have to fall here first because there's no way back up. Boulder Militia Ashes. And I'm walking in one direction non-stop. Because... controller stopped working? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Thanks, controller. I appreciate it. Right back down here, which means I need to go back down and down that other path because I could just tank it, but the door is shut, right? Also, the path isn't very long, so even if I did tank it, I might tank it only to immediately get hit again as soon as I get up. Looking for another switch. Looking for another switch. Switch 2, you might say. Ah, fuck me. I'm so impatient with this. Boo, don't boo me. Boo Nintendo for calling it Switch 2, which is just a terrible name. They had the world... They had the world in front of them. They could have called it anything. They decided to call it Switch 2. What about Super Switch or something like that? Come on. Oh, that went up, not down. I'm kind of surprised. You have literally zero expectations from Nintendo. They are creatively bankrupt. Okay, see, now that's crazy. That's crazy. Xbox and PlayStation have been calling their things PlayStation 2, 3, 4 for generations. And somehow Nintendo, the only one who's trying to make new products, is the creatively bankrupt one. That's crazy. New? I mean, it is new. It does have new features that the old ones don't have. They did wait a very long time. The last new Nintendo IP got abandoned? No? Splatoon is still right there and got a sequel fairly recently. I'm gonna get hit by this. Yep. Oh well. Someone forgot about ARMS. Well, look, ARMS was never getting a sequel. There was no universe. Oh, wrong thing. No universe. Oh, wrong thing again. I'm hitting the Neo controls. There was no universe where ARMS was ever getting a sequel, even if it sold like 10 million copies. Also, when was the first Splatoon released? 2014 or something like that? 2016? And it's had 2 sequels now. Definitely not a new IP at this point. It was released not that far away from ARMS. That's my point. My point is that Splatoon and ARMS came out, you know, within the same few year span. And one of them got sequels because it did well. One of them did not get sequels because it didn't do well. And like, people point to like, oh well, Mario was only doing new Super Mario games for a while, but that's not true. Mario had its standby, which was the new Super Mario Bros. Games, and it always had new games doing new things. So a decade since their last new IP. Sure, yeah. But like, what about the other two? That's my point. The other two have like nothing. What was the last truly new Sony IP? Or Microsoft Xbox IP? I've got a rant fueling up inside of me about, what was that hero shooter that died in a month? Yeah, no, we can't count those because, one, it wasn't actually them. They didn't develop it themselves. They bought it from someone else. Right? And 2, we can't count it because that shit was set out to die. It wasn't a new IP. It was them trying to cash in on a very lucrative genre about 8 years too late. You're saying the other console companies aren't creatively empty. I'm saying they are creatively empty because instead of trying to make new things, they just try to buy new things. Oh, you're not saying the other console companies aren't creatively bankrupt. You're just saying specifically Nintendo is. I think that's crazy. I think as far as large developers go, that they're the only ones currently making games that are actually fun. Fake wall? No, not fake wall. Okay. Great dragonfly head. Nintendo makes fun games still? Yes, they do. The last 2 Mario games I played were different than the rest and fun. Am I going up or am I going down? Oh, did I hit a switch that I forgot about or something? No, that door is still closed. Oh cool, I'm gonna die. Thanks, game. The new Donkey Kong game actually looks really good. That's true, that new Donkey Kong game does look good. Mario Kart World looks fun. You haven't played a Mario game since Galaxy 2. But like new IPs. New IPs don't fucking exist. Do you know who is making new IPs? Not the people that were making video games 40 years ago. Okay, I don't have a fucking clue where the game wants me to go. Let's roll through this guy. Or die. If we're gonna die. Oh, we didn't die. Okay, well, let's try again. Okay, now we're gonna die. Then you'll just transition this to complaining about video games as a whole. See, that's what I think the argument comes down to. I think so many people project shit onto Nintendo specifically, right? When it's actually, no, this is a problem with the entire video game industry. Oh, I'm just kind of stuck here. You know who made a new, apparently good IP recently? No, who? Love how you say apparently new, apparently good because you haven't actually played it. No, they definitely deserve it. I don't even know if they do, dude. Oh, I'm dead. Square Enix with Octopath? Yeah, that was also like... Let's see, what year did Octopath Traveler 1 come out? Wasn't that like 2017 or some shit? That was like 2018. That is not new. If we're gonna complain about, like, new IPs, that shit is not new. Square does pretty regularly put out, like, new stuff, right? Stuff like, well, actually, they're mostly publishing it, aren't they? I was gonna say stuff like Unicorn Overlord, but that's a game they published, not a game they developed. Or was that Atlas that published that? I don't fucking remember. New to you as you haven't played it. Yeah, but you don't play shit. You sit in your room and wait for a new Monster Hunter game only to be disappointed by it. And then you go play an old one and get disappointed by that too because it doesn't work. I'm gonna die. Octopath is very good, by the way. Both games exceeded my expectations. But they aren't new. 2018 was a very long time ago. Pokken also abandoned. Yeah, that was another project that was 100% going to be a one-off. That shit was niche. There was no universe where Pokken was getting a sequel unless, like, it was a passion project of someone at the development studio. Still waiting for a big Octopath sale? I mean, it was 50% off. At That doesn't happen often with Square games, so like, good luck getting it for any more than that. Any less than that. Pokemon was also shit, by the way. Part of it was cool. Then there was like the there was two forms of combat in that game, right? There was the actual like fighting game section, and then there was like the arena fighter section, which was lame as shit. You're willing to accept that the game was ass, but you liked it? You know how I'm gonna have to teach you the lesson I've taught some other people. If you liked it, that means it wasn't bad. Because that's how media works. It's all subjective. If at the end of this playthrough I think to myself, I did not have a good time, right? I am not going to say, well, it was a good game, it just wasn't for me. I'm just going to say it wasn't a good game, I didn't like it. You look at something objectively and identify it as bad but still enjoy it, but there's nothing objective about video games. Or, okay, there's next to nothing objective about video games. You can maybe argue that performance is objective. Now, you could say you like something, but you have issues with it, or acknowledge parts of it that are bad, but... Hi-Fi Rush is a big standout for you recently? Yeah. Hi-Fi Rush is a cool game. But, what happened with that IP? They got bought out. Because someone else thought the idea was cool and decided to buy it, instead of letting them continue to make things. There's nothing over here. There's 100% things that are objective about games. Okay, give me some examples. Aside from the example I just provided, which is performance. If a game runs poorly, you know, crashes frequently, that is objective. I have no fucking clue where I'm going. You're not getting into that in a text format? If you can't explain it quickly and simply over text, then it's probably not true. You would argue that gameplay mechanics are mostly objective. I think that's ridiculous. I think that's crazy. There is nothing about gameplay mechanics that are objective. Okay? I might say, wow, the swing to this feels really good, and I can explain to you why I think it feels really good. And then another person comes over here and says, no, this swing feels like shit. Right? And their opinion on that is just as valid as mine. I might say, I don't like that there's jumping in this game. And another person might be like, well, jumping means that you can go up platforms that you couldn't before. That means it's great, right? There's nothing objective about that. I don't know what this does. So I'm gonna choose to hit it and to run back. Oh, I used the wrong run button. I'm gonna get hit by the fire. Oh, fuck you. You pushed me into the thing. Basically, everyone can press a button and immediately feel, okay, this is off. That's not true. That's actually not true. I have played games and thought to myself, this is the worst feeling game I've ever talked to, right? And talked to plenty of people, you know, and read reviews that, wow, this game reviewed really poorly, and then met someone that was like, well, actually, I really like this game. It's my favorite game of all time, right? That's not an objective thing. It's a subjective thing, and many of us share the same experiences and feelings on things, so we act like they're objective, but they're not. We just all share similar influences and taste as a collective community. There's something down here I missed, maybe? Give me an objective example that I know well. Happy to hear. What the fuck? Why did that one break? What the fuck? What just happened? Unless you think 11 frames minimum for input delay is only subjectively bad. So, Zeal, I would say that is performance-based, right? The performance of the game has 11 frames of delay, and therefore that is not a different example. What the fuck just happened? All I did differently was nothing. Literally nothing. And these things ran into each other and broke? You found a secret. Well, I don't feel like I found a secret. I feel like the game the game broke itself. Okay, fair, but this door is still not open. Also, there are people out there that prefer the feel of Smash Ultimate to a game like Smash Melee that doesn't have input delay like that. The kind of netcode a game has is an objective thing, I would say. I would say yes, but also there are some scenarios when delay-based netcode is actually better than rollback. Buffer can in fact be a good thing, and in fact some degree of buffer is actually a great thing. Modern games all have some degree of buffer because not having any buffer at all actually sucks. And there are plenty of arguments on the internet about how much delay and how much buffer is actually the best to have. Because it is not an objective thing. Time to kill you. I guess this means I could more easily explore some of these areas to see if there's like a nook or a cranny I missed. Oh. I have my torch out. There we go. As little as possible if you are a mid-level player or higher. It doesn't matter if you are worse. No, actually not true. As little as possible would be 1 frame. 1 frame is very often not helpful at all. In fact, you want more than 1 frame of buffer or more than 1 frame of delay. Okay, so you say netcode is an objective thing, right? What about the scenarios now, right? In, say, a country like Korea or Japan, where they were actually having a better experience with delay-based netcode, right? Because their connections were that good. Whereas now, the game actually has to do... the game has to do... calculations in the background in order to get the rollback working. Read your previous 2 comments for another example. Let's see. What about game menus intentionally designed to be laggy? I'd say that's also yet another thing where that is performance. What's down here? There was this guy down here. He didn't have a switch though, I don't think. I mean, we're gonna kill him again anyway, just to see if we can put him. Is that close enough? No, it's not close enough. But he got up anyway. Oh, he's got poison, doesn't he? Isn't that what that's what that is right there? So, you know. Performance covers every possible angle. Okay, what would you call something... what would you say if a menu is laggy, right? If you're trying to say... like... the word lag literally implies poor performance. That's what it implies. That intentionally made like that, then the menus aren't lagging. There is an intentional delay. I would say that feels bad, but other people might enjoy that. I don't know why they would enjoy that, but like, people do dumb shit all the time and enjoy it. People play games blindfolded or mirrored. I don't know why people do that, but they do and they enjoy it. No one would enjoy that. People do. Oh wait, is there a thing down there? No, there's nothing down there. Okay. Forced input lag. You're saying input lag. If it is intentional, it is not lag, it is delay. Forced input delay to prevent you from controlling it for a period of time is a challenge I could see some people enjoying. Okay. I don't know where the fuck this switch is. Is this just right back up here? Is this a different place? But for a menu, yeah. There are things I like in my menus that other people don't like. Why wouldn't it be any different with this? Okay, that moved the thing. There was a light there. Bro is coping hard. Yeah, no, you just haven't presented me with any, like, any argument whatsoever that's convincing. Oh, I'm dead. Fucking hell. This area is irritating to traverse. The last grave area was like, okay, I can see what they're going for here. This one is just, I don't really like it. But we got some new stuff to look at. Tree Sentinel helm, Tree Sentinel armor, Tree Sentinel gauntlets, Tree Sentinel greaves. Golden greaves of the heavy cavalry tree sentinels who serve the Erdtree, imposingly sturdy and nigh unbreakable. The grace of old yet lingers. Golden armor of the heavy cavalry tree sentinels who serve the Erdtree, adorned with a cape featuring the mark of the sacred tree, imposingly sturdy and nigh unbreakable, blah blah blah. Golden helm of the heavy cavalry tree sentinels who serve the Erdtree. Very few are permitted to wear a golden wood crest of such size as seen on this helm. Okay, it's a pretty neat looking armor. Don't love the helmet there. Mostly because I hate these sort of like feathered crests that a lot of helmets do. But, you know, not bad. What else was new? I also got Crucible Feather Talisman. Improves dodge rolling but increases damage taken. A talisman fashioned from feathers that embody the aspects of various creatures, said to have grown on the human body body long ago. Improves the effectiveness of dodge rolls but increases damage taken at all times. A vestige of the Crucible of Primordial Life. Born partially of devolution, it was considered a signifier of divine in ancient times, but is now increasingly disdained as an impurity as civilization has advanced. I also got Vulgar Militia Ashes. Spirits of the Vulgar Militia who wield long, hafted, serrated hatches. These brutal weapons are particularly effective at causing blood loss, because of course, in the lands between, the small were scorned, and so they formed their Vulgar Militia as means to make a living, albeit in ignominy. And then we got Ash of War Holy Ground. Holy Ground, raise shield to create an Erdtree consecrated area that continuously restores HP and boosts defense for self and allies inside it. Usable on all shields. Huh. Okay, let's try going through this area one more time. Are these things permanently broken? Yes, it seems so. You're now free to relax in here. Well, not exactly sure that I want to relax. I want to find the door. Or the switch to the door. This skeleton is more prepared than any of these games ever. He was just ready to go. Okay, so what I think happened, right? That caused all of that. I raised the one pillar that had fire going on it, and it projected a thing here, maybe? And that thing teleported another one of those dudes in and broke the rest of them. That's what I think happened. Couldn't tell you that that's what happened for sure. That's just my guess. Oh, I got so many runes back. I'm so happy. Definitely not like I've lost like 100k runes in here so far. You can tell me what happened for sure if I'd like. Yeah, go ahead. It's, I don't consider that a spoiler because I would have to come back here and like on a separate playthrough and test it multiple times over to be sure I am correct. Okay. So it's just a matter of doing that again with the other one. There's one lower down here, right? Maybe, or maybe I'm crazy. There were two pillars that had things projected on them. 2 fire pillars, I believe. Maybe. You just have to raise it and then either die or make your way back to the start, then go through it again. Okay, fair enough. Keep thinking that I just have my torch on hand ready. Okay, I've been up here. I've been over there. Okay, that thing disappears when I hit it. And it goes somewhere else. That is a very hard to tell little secret. Have I been down here to the bottom? That is the only thing I can think of. I have been down here to the bottom because it's got these skeletons. I just broke the poison on my skeleton. I did not know I could do that. And then down below is this guy who didn't have a thing. Right? Is there a switch in front of him? No, there's a dead body. This leads back up. And now I'm confused. Either I'm blind and missing it, or it's hidden and I just haven't seen it. There's other dungeons that show the light shit more clearly, but if you haven't done them, well, I've done one other dungeon that had light like that, except it was just used to dispel darkness from enemies. Okay. I can see this thing going down. And then that one skews that direction. Yeah, I don't fucking know where this thing is, and I'm about ready to just call it with this dungeon. You know? I feel like I've gone over every area a couple of times now to no avail. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it with this dungeon because I do not know where the switch is. It seems pretty well hidden to me. I've already spent plenty of time here. I'm only going to be live for probably about another 40 minutes, so we're just going to move forward. Did not think all of today would be the outskirts of Leyndell, but I guess that is just how big this game is. Sometimes you just spend a long time right outside of an area. We unlock this area, we just had a bunch of dudes and some items in it, okay. This elevator, yeah, this elevator is an elevator you can trust, maybe. A very long one, though. A very, very long one. Yep. Wasn't anything fishy about it, as far as I can tell. Okay, so we're gonna go back up, and we're going to just barely get to the entrance of Leyndell, I guess. You know? And hopefully, next stream, on Monday, next Elden Ring stream on Monday, we will actually be able to explore it. Which grave is this? This is the Auriza Hero's grave. Gonna check up on this hill and then check out what that is over there, and then we're gonna just go right in, or hopefully go right in. Ooh, there's a thing. There's a statue pointing to a hidden cave or some sort. Oh, I can't activate it, which means I guess I already went to the thing that is pointing towards. Oh, there's a tree sentinel waiting for us. Come forth, my rats. Draconic tree sentinel. Oh. Oh, he is different. Holy shit. That's a lot of damage. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, the rats are putting in a lot of work. Like, a lot of work. Okay, and we're finally back here. We finished off another loop because we were teleported somewhere in here, right? Like here or something. And we managed to come over here from the inside, and now we're come over here from the outside. A beautiful little path is now fully completed. But yeah, those rats, they're doing a lot of work, right? They're getting a fair amount of hits in, but more than anything, they're giving me time to, like, heal myself. And they're distracting the bosses just long enough. Oh, is there anything below this? There's nothing below it. Paranoid streamer. Of course I'm paranoid. I'm not letting any of these ever again go up without me looking what's below them. Are we playing tonight? No, how? We're not playing tonight. I'm doing Final Fantasy stuff tonight. Really dark in here. Let's use that item again. Oh, we should look at those 2 items that we got. Well, you're aware of that, but sometimes I do stuff after. Yeah, I'm planning on doing Final Fantasy stuff basically all night. That's what I told Noble. Noble asked that I, even afterwards, do some stuff with him, so I will be. It is fucking dark in this place. But yes, let's look at the equipment that guy dropped. Dragon Great Claw. Weapon said to have been whittled from the claw of a great ancient dragon, wielded by grotesque tree sentinels who yet serve the Erdtree. The claw is enwreathed with lightning and tears through the dragon's feeble descendants with ease. Big smacky. And then it just gives you endure. Okay. And then the other one was a shield, right? Oh, we have 2 shields, because I never looked at this distinguished great shield. Great shield featuring sumptuous ornamentation used by the scions of great families. Due to their excessive size, these shields were at times seen as the hallmark of little lordlings who were too timid to earn a few nicks and scratches. Okay. If that was smaller, I'd actually quite like that, but it's a little too big. Kind of comical. Okay, and then we have Dragon Claw Shield. Great shield said to have been whittled from the claw of a great ancient dragon, wielded by grotesque tree sentinels who yet serve the Erdtree, imbued with lightning. It is definitely grotesque. And it has a skill, Shield Bash. Just smack people. Noble's in a Zervan party finder, and someone died to Flare Star on phase 1. I'm just gonna pretend that I remember what that move is. Hey guy, too depressed to get up? I can fix that issue. Now you don't need to get up. That is certainly a very, very large tree when you get close. If it were me, I would have put a secret right here. Kind of secret? I don't know. Something small. Like a message that just says ha. Okay, before the end of stream, we're just gonna give ourselves just a little peek. Just a little peek of this place. Holy shit, that's cool. That, visually, that's fucking dope. Genuinely. Okay, so FromSoft is pretty good at making vistas that look nice, right? Even, I mean, every single one of their games has a vista that looks pretty good. But this one kind of puts all of them to shame. This looks fucking amazing. It's got a nice use of color with the yellow gold roofs, right? On top of the stone grays. I mean, the first thing you see when you get here is how massive the tree actually is, and then you see that it's like covering the capital with its roots. Or some sort of tree is covering the capital with its roots. Maybe it's not the Earth tree because these roots are kind of dead or dying. And then you come around this corner and you see this shit, and it's just like, wow. That looks dope as hell. Oh, I want to get a good look at you. Could you not disappear when you die, please? Come here. No, don't roll away from me. I want to stare at you for a moment. You're a weird little guy. The Bubble Boys. You know, let's see how the Bubble Boys, as you call them, deal with the goat move. Oh, and then one of these guys. One of these, like, gargoyle things that's kind of worn down and ready to die. I'm using that Ash of War, very cultured. Yeah, of course I am. What do you mean? How could you not want to spin like this and make a goat noise? Ooh, I think I could jump on those roofs. But there was an elevator back here, so... I love enemies that just let me press R1 repeatedly. Okay, that was just a side path. So I either take the elevator or jump down those roofs. Let's take the elevator first. Although, okay, it goes down, not up. I was gonna say if this goes up, I'm gonna have to check underneath it. I'll just have to check underneath it here. Uh-huh. My paranoia pays off. See how one of these dudes deals with spinny moves. Okay, he deals with it very well. Golden Great Shield. Okay, we'll have to look at that in a moment. Oh, I can't go in there because it's sealed off with goo. That's unfortunate. That guy made me think it was an important little area. But if it's sealed off with goo, there's nothing I can do. Come here. Yep. No! I don't know how that missed, but I'm grateful. A lot of very depressed dudes in here. Okay, this area is very clearly incredibly expansive. Oh! That was a fuck ton of damage. Fucking hell, dude. Of course, these perfumer dudes are just gonna spam that nonsense. Avalon go, burr. It's true. Avalon or Avalyn or whatever the hell the one that shoots multiple times is. Okay, that just loops back into there. We're going to have to stop, unfortunately, at the next grace that I find. Because I must eat before I get to my raid night stuff at 7. Unfortunate because we're finally at an area that's like really interesting. We spent most of this stream in graves. Ooh, another perfume bottle. Hell yeah. We spent most of the stream in graves. Which kind of sucks. Because graves are an area we've been through, a type of area we've been through many, many times over now. And this is not a type of area we've been through many times over. Seedbed Curse. Curse grown on a body defiled by the Dung Eater. A tender pox afflicted with omen horns. The Dung Eater cultivates the seedbed curse on corpses. By doing so, he prevents dead souls returning to the Erdtree, leaving them forever cursed. One of the most loathsome things found in all the lands between. That's some fucked up shit right there. He just puts it on dead bodies. He's like, ha, you can't enjoy the cycle of life. That's the equivalent of someone who's like, okay, instead of, you know, instead of letting a body decompose in the ground to go back to the earth, you know, instead we're just gonna ship it into space. Fuck the earth. The poo-poo plunderer, the caca consumer. What the hell is wrong with that? The number 2 nibbler? What? I know whom y'all are referring to, but like, y'all got some problems. Y'all got some issues to work through. Streamer Man doesn't know? No, I know. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've met him. Oh, you're an enemy? Why you gotta be an enemy? The fecal fanatic? Oh my lord. Sir, why do you have to be an enemy? All you had to do was keep playing the violin and not be targetable. That's all you had to do. Instead, you were targetable. Let's jump down here. What's down here? Not a dog. I don't want to fight more dogs. FromSoft, please. I was done with dogs by the time Bloodborne was out. Please stop. The design never changed and they never become fun. Please just stop giving them to us. I'm so tired, FromSoft, please. Miyazaki, please. I'll do anything. As long as you just stop giving me dogs to fight. Of course there's enough here. Of course there is. Of course there is. The diarrhea digester? What the fuck is wrong with you people? The dump devourer? Oh my lord. Can't believe Bob hates dogs. It's true, I do. Really do, you know? Okay. This is a loop. We've made it back. You still chasing me, bro? Can't you leave me alone for a minute? Oh, the last two hit me. Oh, you just did it again. Amazing. Okay, well, I'm gonna come over here and summon some rats, buff them up. The Berserker Booty Bomb Banqueter. Okay, jeez, that's way too much like creativity there. My rats ran away. There they are. Conquer him, my rats. Devour his flesh. No! That one got one shot. What a shit. Dude, quit doing it multiple times in a row. That's not fun. I don't like you. Here, I'll help you heal, rats. Rats, heal, please. Looks like the rats can't heal. How sad. Dude. The rats wouldn't have to die if you just stopped doing this move. Oh, dude, fuck off, come on. Genuinely do literally anything else. Yes, including trying to hit me through the wall. Okay, we're gonna go around this corner here. We're gonna drop one of these. That dastardly doo-doo devourer. Okay, we're just repeating words of saying eater now. The hindquarters harvester? Okay. You all have obviously had way too much time to think about this. Lord's Rune. Grace that dwells within the inhabitants of the lands between, true vestiges of gold, used to gain 50,000 runes. Runes of one who has destined to become a lord, but the Elden Ring was shattered. All that remained was a distant duty. Haha, duty. Okay. I am quickly running out of time to find a grace. Is that where it came from? I feel like this is where it came from. This is in fact not where I came from. Oh fuck, there was a dude behind me. Of course there was. Oh. I'm not sitting until it's gone. I'm just sitting in it long enough to not get one shot by an enemy. Oh, unless he comes over here. Yeah, come over here. Thank you. Oh, there was two of you. The screaming begins again. Hello, Noble. I hear you having a bit of a rough time in a Final Fantasy XIV trial. Also, hello, Jacqueline. Unfortunately for the two of you, the stream is about to end. But I'm glad that you could be here. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's another one of those guys. Okay. Late viewers are better than no viewers, so I appreciate that you came. You've been here a bit longer, but you've only typed now. Well, Like I've said before, lurkers make Twitch what it is. Twitch wouldn't exist without lurkers, so, you know, I appreciate that. Did I drop down there? I should drop down there. Why not? Oh, I've already been here. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Icky, sticky, and jester. I'm not gonna have much time to prepare myself dinner before I have to hop onto Final Fantasy 14. Unless there's a grace right here. Hell yes, there's a grace right here. Okay. Boy, that is not what you want to say after reading that. Oh, did I not say anything between saying icky, sticky, and jester and then talking about eating? Yeah, talking about poo and things doesn't bother me. I don't get queasy with that sort of thing. But let's look for someone to raid. Thanks so much for tuning in today, everyone, and for all of the terrible, terrible, terrible nicknames for the Dung Eater. You sent me a video to watch after I end. Okay, I'll make sure to watch that after I end. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to stick around and watch this, but Axie's playing Death Stranding 2. That's a new game that's fairly interesting, so let's go over there. Make sure to bother him. Make sure to ask him why this one has such a stupid subtitle. Death Stranding 2 on the beach? Really? On the beach? What a terrible name. Okay, I'll see y'all next time.